Is your LinkedIn profile client ready? Check out this video right now and find out. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rooney, your Millionaire Recruiter. And if you haven't seen this channel before, it's all about making you the next Millionaire Recruiter. So, of course, all of my videos, well, I should say most of my videos, are inspired by real life situations, either from the millionairerecruiter.com e-course students or from new questions, from the employees that are at Techies, which is my recruiting firm, or even now most recently, which has been super fun, is my recruiting roundtable webinars, which are every other Wednesday at 11. So definitely sign up for those. That link will be right below. But this question I've gotten a lot. Mostly, how do I get my first client? There's lots of different tangents we can go on, naturally, and I love it. But really, it starts with your LinkedIn profile, because as most great recruiters, they're on LinkedIn. I do tech mostly, so especially in tech, we're on LinkedIn. That is where we find most of our leads, although there's plenty of other places to do it. And so if you're going to reach out to clients, through LinkedIn or other sources, most likely they'll go back to your LinkedIn and check you out, because unless you have this killer website, they need to know who you are. And LinkedIn is your resume. LinkedIn is your shiny stamp of approval of pick me as your recruiter, please. So your LinkedIn profile has to be legit. And I would say more often than not, whenever I get this question, I go straight to their LinkedIn and I tell them exactly why they might be having trouble getting clients. So here's the thing, especially starting out as a new recruiter, you have to act as is, that you know what you're talking about, and there's reasons to pick you as their recruiter. So if you don't have any reasons on LinkedIn, how are you even supposed to get on the phone or email with them? You don't exist. Think of it like this. We tell our candidates, what your resume is supposed to look like. We see them all the time. And we also see the reasons why candidates use us. One of the many reasons is because if they send their resume through the jobs at, careers at, this black hole of death, there's thousands of resumes in that same portal, and it's very hard to stand out. So that's how you have to look at it. In LinkedIn, there are thousands of recruiters that companies can choose from. Why in the world are they going to choose you? You might have a great compelling story when you get on the phone or via email, but if they don't see that first initial grab, they're just not going to reach out. There's plenty. So, brings me to LinkedIn profile. One, you have to make it extremely clear what you do and what you specialize in. Yes, you have to have a specialty. It doesn't have to be super, super niche, although I recommend it. But it has to be very well laid out as to what industry you're in, what jobs you fill, and all different levels within that range. So for example, I'm in tech. It's very easy to know that I'm a contingency recruiter, although now I have talent perch and that's retained, it's awesome. But I'm a contingency recruiter. I place software engineers of all different levels. I even lay out what different languages those software engineers I specialize in, because that's important. There's all sorts of software engineers, all sorts of hardware engineers, all sorts of, we get wrapped into IT sometimes, we're not IT. So you have to really lay it out what you do. Down to what type of engineers that you do. And then with that said, you also have to have some personality to it, because let's be honest, hiring and dealing with someone every single day to help you hire is a very personal choice. Like I said, there's many different recruiting companies, many different recruiters, what is going to stand you aside. And that could be that connection. So you have to lay your personality on there, and you also have to make sure that it's known that you are here to not waste time. You are going to be efficient, you're good at what you do, and you're knowledgeable. And the way that you can do that is through your summary, is through, whatever your company's called. There's 2 different spots for your summary. I would put it right on top. And then you have to grab some recommendations as much as you can. Of course, if you're just starting out, that's impossible, but that's fine. You can get recommendations, from other jobs too. I mean, that's definitely a thing. But you have to make it meaty. Talk about your process. How do you do your reach out? Are you good at Boolean? Are you good at negotiating? Like what is it that you are going to stand out So that again can be through personality or just straight up skills that you possess. Or if you've done this before, what have you accomplished? What problems have you solved? What will you do for them? That it needs to be straight up and center, not only so they can kind of grade you and like look at what your resume is, but also so you come up in Boolean searches. Think of this for a second. If you're a client and you need a recruiter, besides asking a friend who you should go to, what are you going to do? You're going to go on LinkedIn and you're going to do your own Boolean search. Now, if you're not a recruiter, most people don't navigate LinkedIn as well as an average great recruiter. So they're going to simply put in recruiter, probably their location, I would imagine. And then they're going to put in whatever job they're trying to fill. So maybe they do put in software engineer, but then maybe they put in software engineer, Python software engineer. They're going to want to go the easiest route possible, and you want to be on that list, at least the first page. I mean, why do you think companies spend millions of dollars in their SEO work? They want to be on that second Google page. And that is from keywords and Boolean search. So you have to treat LinkedIn as your biggest tool for clients. Again, not only as a resume, but as to come up in their search when they're searching for it. You need to be there for them. You're like their friendly neighbor. So LinkedIn's very important, and do not forget, you have to also join groups on LinkedIn, either the ones that follow companies that you believe in, not just the typical ones, please, stand out, but the groups where, what you're trying to place. It also looks like you're really involved. And by looking like you're really involved, you get access to so many candidates and network opportunities of people that are in those groups. Those are free messages, okay? Do not forget about that. And so definitely make your LinkedIn be your most shiny resume and asset in order to grab those first clients, those second clients, and beyond. So have fun with that. And again, please make sure you pick your specialty. I know that sometimes when you go broad, you think, well, I'll just grab all sorts of things. It's hard. It does not work. I've had a niche for a long time. I've also tried to branch out because I want to show companies that I can do other things. But the bottom line is they want specialists. They want people who can get the job done the most efficient, fastest way possible. And you need to prove to them that you can. So, all right, I hope you enjoyed. Please, if I forgot something, you think I just didn't get it right, whatever it is, definitely comment and subscribe, because I would love to continue to pay it forward, and I would love to be inspired by you. So, love to see you every Thursday at noon. This is when I do the videos. And then also, I would love to see you every other Wednesday at 11 Pacific Standard Time. I will definitely put that link below, keep you guys updated on everything. And do not forget that money is just the vessel that gets you to do all the amazing things you want to go do. Go live your life. I'll see you next week.